a minute or so. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another knowledgeable session in Yoga Scholar PGI MER. We would like to welcome once again Dr. K. Perumal. He is a director in WCSC Vision Academy in Coimbatore. In the institute, they offer certificate, diploma, BA, MA, MPhil, and PhD programs related to yoga for human excellence. And today he'll be giving us the insights about life of Ramagil Veligar. Welcome, sir, for the session, and you can start the session, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, wisdom, and peace. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, wisdom, and peace. Respected professors, scholars, dear brothers and sisters, I am really thankful to all the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share some of my thoughts with the enlightened persons. So now today the topic is the Ramalinga Vallalar, a great saint, lived in Tamil Nadu and have done wonderful activities, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of changes he has brought in the culture. He is not only a philosopher, and he has given a lot of scientific ideas about the evolution of the universe and about the evolution of the living beings. And also he has given a way of living to lead a harmonious life. He has given very simple practices, and he is full of love and compassion. So now let us see the history of that Ramalinga Vallalar. His period is from 1823 to 1874. He was born in the year 1823, that is 5/10/1823. And actually he passed away by 31/1874. His native is Marudur, that is in the Sidambaram district here. His parents are Ramaya Pillai and Chinnamaya. Then his brothers are Sabhavati Pillai, Parasurama Pillai. Sisters are Sundaram Ammayar and Unnamalai Ammayar. So his original name is Vallalar, Ramalingam. Later on he is called as the Vallalar, Ramalinga Vallalar. Special name, Thiru Aruprakasa Vallalar. Actually, he lived in Chennai 1825 to 58, and Karanguli 58 to 67, and Vadalur, where he lived for a very long time, 67 to 70. Then the Metukuppam, that is also near Vadalur, from 70 to 84. The prose work, Manumurai Kanda Vasakam, then Jiva Karaniya Lokam. So these are all the texts he has written there. Then another thing, then he has written another books in 1851 and 1855, that Thonda Mandala Sadakam. So many books he has written there. He is the founder of the Sanmarka Sangam, 1865. In Sangam, a council or a Sabha, a trust, which helps all the people, irrespective of the race, color, which has no difference, which accepts all the people. Sanmarka means it is equalism. It gives equal rights to all the people. Then Satya Dharma Salai in 1867, then Satya Jnana Sabai, 1872, then Siddhi Valaham in 1870. These are all the trusts formed under him. Then, so this is the birthplace of the Vallalar. Then the multiple capabilities about the Vallalar. He is a very good orator, script writer. He has written a lot of books. And Siddha doctor, he has practiced Siddha medicines, and he himself has developed a lot of medicines, and he has given it to the public there. And he is an editor, author, journalist, social reformer. Yeah, in that way he comes there. Actually, he lived a life so that anybody can easily follow that life. Then his language analyst in Tamil, a prophet, writer, and a musician also. So these are all the different capabilities of the Vallalar. Besides, he was a critic, writer, publisher, and commentator, and also had knowledge in occultism, alchemy, astrology, medicine, particularly in the nutritional and medical values of herbs and leaves. He was a musician too, with a keen musical taste for lyrical songs, and he composed lyrics to express in an easier and popular style his highest and sublime realizations of the divine, particularly that of the truth consciousness, Satya Jnana. He will be calling the God as the Arit Perum Chodi, Thani Perum Karanai. That means, oh, the divine light, it's full of love and compassion. That is the meaning. Arit Perum Chodi, Thani Perum Karanai. He sees the God as the light and with full of love and compassion. His literary works, as a musician and poet, he composed 5,818 poems, breathing the universal love, peace, compiled into 6 Tirumureigal, 6 chapters, which are all available today as a single book called Thiru Arutpa. This is Holy Book of Grace. Another work of his is the Manumurai Kanda Vasakam, describing the life of Manunidi Cholan. Then Jiva Karunya Olukam, a morality with full of the love and compassion. Then Samarasa Sanmark Sangam, the different organizations he formed for the uplift of the society. There were innumerable scriptures present in our holy country. All scriptures is about Sanadana Dharma, Sanmarka only, accepting all are equal. Our country, India, is not Hindu country. It is holy country which taught the whole world the Sanadana Dharma, and which contains the greatest culture, and which gave the teaching to this world, and so that a man can live as a human, not as an animal. Here, there is no distinction or difference in caste, religion, race, or language. There is no culture in the world equal to the culture present in India. We all should be proud of the Indian culture. For the complete humanity, our culture, the Sanadana Dharma, accepting all the people as one and the same. Sanmarka is one which gives the state of greatness and the divinity. All are equal. This is our culture. There is only one race and only one God is the truth that our culture conveys. Every place is our place, and everyone are our brother and sisters. So this is the culture of India. Vallalar has conveyed very clearly that the Supreme Lord is the Paramatma, and he is present everywhere, a supreme divine light. And the supreme divine light is Arit Perum Jodi. So it's common to all the people, supreme, infinite, divine light. This is the truth that is accepted by Vedas, Bible, and the Quran. The Supreme Lord, that's Paramatma, is everywhere, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. That supreme divine light, he calls it the Arit Perum Jodi. Then Satya Dharmasala, construction of house to feed the poor. The main theme of the mission of the saint is to dedicate himself for a selfless service to the human at large. It is this higher aspect of every religion to which the saint gives prominence. He holds compassion as the basis of higher spiritual experiences. According to him, he who loves best serves best. Vallalar could not bear the agony of people suffering from hunger. So Vallalar established Satya Dharmasala in 1867 at Vadalur to eradicate hunger. This has been feeding the poor, sick, and hungry twice a day for the past 130 years. The Dharmasala Trust has 2,830 members and a fixed deposit of 2 crores rupees. Saint Ramalinga believed in the immortality of the human being. Then coming here, this is the Anaya Adupu, Dharmasalai, the food for hunger. It has been started by him. Still it is going on and the process is continued. Every day, hundreds of people, they go there and they get the food there. Still the practice is going on. The Satya Dharmasala, first he established the Satya Dharmasala, and by using the donations given by the noble souls, Vallalar established Dharmasala with a noble intention that people who come to see him and the people who seek the Supreme Lord should never suffer from the disease of hunger. The fire that was started by Vallalar in the stove in Dharmasala is still burning and is providing food for all the people who come there. The construction of a house to feed the poor. The main theme of the mission is to dedicate himself for a selfless service to the human beings. It is this higher aspect of every religion. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we'll come to that. The second thing, Vallalar created Siddhi Valaham. This is the place where our Saint Vallalar spent a lot of time and did divine research here. Even today, we can get the darshan of his holy room in Siddhi Valaham, where Vallalar went inside and locked himself, and from where he became divine light and united with the supreme space. Vallalar says the significance of this place in Siddhi Valaham, I got all the siddhis. That siddhis means the divine power. Third institution, Vallalar established by being in front of Satya Jnana Sabha. Vallalar, who gave the teaching of the divine wisdom through his songs, Thiru established Satya Jnana Sabha for the sake of common people to understand the divine experiences. Like other temples, Satya Jnana Sabha does not have any divine images of gods, nor is there any puja that is performed there. Satya Jnana Sabha resembles our head. In the front, there are 2 chambers called as Sirchabai, meaning the small chamber, and the Purchabai, meaning the golden chamber. In the middle of these 2 and inside, you have Jnana Sabai during the auspicious day of the Thai Pusam. That will be coming in January. In the Jnana Sabai, screens numbering 7 screens with the different colors will be removed and the bigger flame will be shown. This arrangement is made by our Vallalar. There are 7 screens around us, 7 unwanted characters with us that can be removed one by one. Finally, you can see the God. This type of structure is not made by anyone else. That's why instead of calling it a temple, he called it a Satya Jnana Sabha. In 1708-2007, the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu released postage stamp on Vallalar. After that, the writ petition was submitted against the portrayal of Ramalinga Samarigal. So with some problems, but the judge gave liberty to the petitioner to raise his objections before the Union of the Ministry Communication. So there was some legal problem, but however, as a spiritual leader, that Vallalar, he evolved it. Ramalinga raised the flag of brotherhood on his own one-room residence in Siddhi Valaham. He gave his last and most famous lecture, entreating his audience to undertake a spiritual quest and look into the nature of powers that lie beyond us and move us. Actually, Vallalar, he described the Almighty as the space, as the energy, which is responsible for the creation of the entire universe, which is responsible for the creation of the entire living beings here. So the origin as an absolute space, the energy and the consciousness which is there in the space, he prayed that, he called that as the Pranavam, as the Brahman, as the God. Finally, what happened is, on January 30, 1874, he entered the room, locked himself, and told his followers not to open it. He said that even if they did open, they would find nothing. As told in his poem called Jnana Sariyai, his seclusion spurred many rumors, and the government finally forced the doors open in May. The room was empty with no clues. The Madras District Gazetteer, published by the South Arcot District 1906, records his disappearance. So this was a surprise for all the people, and even the scientists are unable to understand how he disappeared. He says he prayed that God is the light, and the people say he has merged with the light and the body disappeared in that way. But it's something against the science. But however, there are in the spiritual philosophy so many things we may not be able to accept through the science. Okay, so these are all some of the characters of the Vallalar. He lived for the people. He led a very simple life. He wrote so many poems, and he lived a very simple life, and his followers are still, they are having the same Sanmark Sabha in all over Tamil Nadu. Different branches are there. Those people are very simple, and actually they love serving the people. In all occasions, they come forward to serve the people. And there is no specific God there. They pray to serve for the people. To serving the people, through them they like to see the God. That's why they say, Arit Perunchodi, Tani Perum Karani. That means the great divine light with full of love and compassion. Yeah, actually his basic education was only school level. But how he got all these ideas, all these scientific interpretations. He talks about the evolution of the universe. He talks about the evolution of the living being. He talks about the philosophy, psychology, how he could get everything. Because his deep meditation, he merges his mind with the Almighty. Once he goes to the deep meditation, then he gets a lot of secrets from the universe, from the nature. He revealed all the secrets to the common public, and he established this system. Actually, by following him, a large number of people, they turned their life into holistic one. Yeah, they record a change in the culture. The people start helping other people. The people start loving other people. They will not blame anybody. They will not curse anybody. Instead, they will start helping the poor people, the needy people. So they become the model of the nation here. So in such a way, Ramalinga Vallalar led a wonderful life. And Swamiji Vedanthiri Maharishi, he established World Community Services Center, in which I am here. He is a follower of the Vallalar. Actually, the Vallalars, the soul, after his demise, it stayed there with Vedanthiri Maharishi for 10 years. So that was an experience given by Vedanthiri Maharishi, who formed the World Community Service Center, in which I am working here as the director, the yoga director. He has written in his life history that the soul of the Vallalar stayed with him for 10 years, in which he wrote a lot of poems, and he has written large number of texts because of the inducement of the Vallalar souls. Such a great soul, the Vallalar. I take this opportunity to admire him because the India is it has a good heritage. Why? Because of such saints. It is full of the saints, seers, and the Mahans from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. All these good souls are helping us in all our needs. Even now, even though the entire world is suffering from corona to a large extent, and the culture of the people, it saves the people here. Even though there are some, the people are the suffering there, the death rate is minimum here. This land of culture with Mahans, the Maharishis, and the people like Vallalars and the Vedanthri Maharishi, and so many saints lived here. So all their, that meditative power, the divinity offered by them, that helps us to live a prosperous life. So with that, let me conclude that Vallalar, he was a saint. He lived like a god, and his followers are now, even now, they are doing wonderful service throughout Tamil Nadu. They have established more than some 1,000 centers throughout Tamil Nadu, and through them, they are serving the society. There is no God to pray. The God is only the love and compassion, the respect the human being. So the elevating the hunger of the human being, that is their main theme and the motto. So in that way, I'm happy to say something about the Saint Ramalinga Vallalar to the elite audience. So whenever there is a chance for you to come here, you please come here to Vadalur. There's a village where he lived for a very long time. So there the Jnana Sabai is there, and there is no God need, only the 7 screens will be there. That means the 7 characters, unwanted characters, if you remove one by one, and then finally you can see the God. So in that way, he has given his ideas and the philosophy. I'm happy that the organization has given me a chance to say something about the Vallalar, a great saint. Thank you very much for all the audience hearing me patiently. So be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, wisdom, and peace. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, wisdom, and peace. And I request all the audience, whenever you come here to Tamil Nadu, please visit Vadalur, a place, holy place. And you also come here to Coimbatore, the Pollachi, where Vedanthri Maharishi resided. So we have 30 acres of land. Every day some 500,000 people are coming here for different yoga practices. We conduct online courses in yoga also. I was basically a physics professor. After retirement, I joined here as the yoga director. Actually, I enjoy this profession because I'm helping all the aspirants coming here. Every day some 500,000 people are coming here. They are getting this education in different modes. We give a certificate, diploma, BSc, MSc, and MPhil and PhD program. Now we started the program through online also. So with that, I welcome all of you. Whenever there is a chance, you please come over here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for organizers for giving me a chance. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed.
Thank you very much, sir, for inviting us to Coimbatore, to your institute. And we thank you from the PGMI, Yoga Scholar PGMIR, as well as from side of Dr. Akshay Anand. I would like to thank you for a enlightening session on the insights of the life of Saint Vallar. Thank you very much, sir, for an enlightening session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.